the news of the week, Tuesday edition, with your anchorman, Dennis Miller.
Dream last night. Liza Minnelli was singing "We Are the Champions." Well, good evening, and what can I tell you? Bill Clinton answered questions on the campaign trail this week with a new and welcome brevity. Here he tells the crowd what he thinks of President Bush's economic plan. A biography of Bill Clinton is due in the bookstores this spring. The publisher says, of course, it's going to be a pop-up book. On tour in Philadelphia last week, Jerry Brown led supporters on a search through a vacant lot collecting deposit bottles to fund his campaign. Meanwhile, campaigning on the south side of Philly, Bill Clinton guffawed as shadmonger Rita Petrelli told him the one about the blind man and the fish market. Come on, Bill, it's not that bad. Now, I want you to turn that frown upside down. There you go. Clinton was interviewed Saturday by an 11-year-old student for his school newspaper. Here, the candidate tells the young reporter to put a hyphen in the word bong resin. And failing to find a restroom, Clinton ducked into a storefront and relieved himself in the street. Here, Clinton stands before a huge table of broccoli, hoping that the tasty mountain of beta-carotene will hide his erection. Oh, my God, it's the Reagans! Former President Richard Nixon said Monday he won't attend the Republican National Convention this year in Houston, and in a related story, no one invited him. George Bush quoted Nixon in a speech in Ohio yesterday. Whatever he said, I don't think it was, "Get the National Guard over to the campus now." Representative Wayne Cozort of Tulsa, Oklahoma, was present at the State Ethics Commission meeting on Monday. Here he reacts to news that the cafeteria is completely out of pie. Hey, Governor, what would you say about someone who said he tried a beer once but didn't swallow? Yeah. Johnny Carson is suing Larry King after the CNN talk show host did Carson's Karnak bit with presidential hopeful H. Ross Lautrec this week. Vice President Dan Quayle referred to the annual White House Easter egg hunt yesterday. He refereed it. Boy, they never stop testing this guy's mettle, do they, huh? Hi. Oh, hello. Hello. After only 1 week, the crowds keep flocking to Euro Disney's #1 attraction, Beirut World. Yeah. The world's biggest McDonald's will open on Thursday in Beijing, just off Tiananmen Square. The biggest problem they anticipate is finding students who are still alive to work there. Adam's family member Thing had a hot date this weekend, during which he got her drunk and later talked her into giving him a hand job. And you're just shocked that one wasn't about Clinton. And women all over the world react to the news that John Tesh is married. Keep it together, girls. There's always Rob Weller. And on Monday, the Gravediggers Union held a demonstration to show what would happen if they went on strike. A pro-choice demonstration took on a carnival-like atmosphere this week when somebody yelled out, "Hey, everybody, limbo!" Donald Trump scored a victory over his ex-wife Ivana when a New York appeals court ruled that she can no longer talk about him publicly. But hey, I can. Don, you're washed up. It's over. You're broke. Nobody cares. You're yesterday's news, pal. Na, 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 na. And on a sad note, comedian Benny Hill died last night. He was reportedly killed by a small bald man who'd had enough. And finally, one last question. Hey, Bill, how do you handle being alone on the campaign trail? Guess what, folks? That's the news, and I am out of here.
From Los Angeles, live on tape, it's the Dennis Miller Show. Tonight, Maria Conchita Alonso, Murphy Brown's Pat Corley, the contemporary jazz stylings of the Holly Cole Trio, comedian Bill Hicks, this portion of the Dennis Miller Show is brought to you by Bud Dry. Dry brewed so it drinks light, yet satisfies completely.
Welcome back. Where's Perla? Bob Perla, if you're in the studio, please come out to the floor. My applause guide splits for another show. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. I thought you split. Okay. My first guest, we're not doing the card thing?
We're doing it later. I just found out myself.
Oh, geez, I had emotionally prepped myself to do it now. Quick, let me stabilize with a Zen mantra. All right, I'm okay now. My first guest has a long list of accomplishments: actress, singer, beauty pageant winner, video workout queen. Sounds like my bio. And, ladies and gentlemen, Maria Conchita Alonso. Maria, how are you?
I'm here.
Looks like this workout thing's paying off here.
It does, yes.
Look good. What's the name of it here? Dance It Up. Hot Fitness.
Hot Fitness. It's not really an exercise video, but a music, dance, hot stuff.
Oh, well, yeah. Music, dance, hot stuff. I'll go rent porn.
No. You see, you need to do things in life that are classy. Porn is non-classic at all. This is very classy.
Well, the best porn. You know.
No. Well, have you?
No. But tell me what's different about this one, because everybody in the world does these workout videos, and yet they seem to continue to proliferate. Is there just a huge market out there?
Yes, there is. And more in Spanish. I did one in Spanish and one in English. And, see, it's like...
What's Make It Burn in Spanish?
Hot Fitness, Dance It Up. Let me see, how was the name in Spanish?
Oh, sorry.
I know, I remember now. Bailalo Caliente, which means dance it hot.
Oh,
you know?
okay.
And it's just like 7 different segments of choreography, with 2 other girls, and we're just dancing, and it shows you that, you don't have to go like crazy jumping up and down and ripping everything inside of you, but you can, be toned and lose weight dancing if you do it, And also you learn a lot of new hot things to do.
Yeah, it's
in
good
your
for your back,
privacy
too.
and stuff. Yeah, it is.
Lombarda, the forbidden exercise. Now, why did you start this? Did you feel you were getting out of shape? Because you look great now.
Well,
were you losing it a little, or what happened?
No, they just, it was an idea I had a long time ago, because no one has done it in Spanish, and so finally I did it. That just for the heck of it. I like to dance. I used to dance a lot of ballet and jazz, and then I didn't do it anymore. And then I thought, I think this is great, to learn.
Now, you were in Miss Universe pageant once, weren't you?
Miss World.
Miss World.
Yes.
Do they have a talent thing in there?
No.
Oh, they don't? What, it's just all on looks?
It's just personality and looks.
Yeah.
But I gained a lot of weight there. And
that couldn't have done well in the exciting swimsuit competition. You gained weight during the pageant?
Yes. I gained about 5 pounds, I think, 4 pounds. And I was very nervous. I was like second favorite, and I became just 6th runner-up because I had to buy a new swimming suit, new dress. When I'm depressed or when I'm nervous or when I'm whatever, I eat. Instead of other people that they don't eat, they starve. I just go like crazy and eat chocolates and a lot of bad stuff.
Yeah. When I watch beauty pageants lately, I see a lot of the contestants putting on weight, like around 4 pounds in 2-pound increments. And
what? I didn't understand.
I just see a lot of implants. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, implants?
Yeah, everybody.
Oh, the false stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, that's terrible.
I have a new tape coming out about it. We're going to talk more about her film career, which is extensive, with Maria Conchita Alonso right after this. We are in flamenco heaven. Back with Maria Conchita Alonso. Now, you just told me you have a variety show in Mexico?
Oh, yes.
You do it right now? I mean,
yes.
You're still taping it?
I'm like the Ed Sullivan of Latin America.
We have a really big sandal.
What do they say? This is a big shoot. Big shoot, no? Instead of
big shoe.
Big
but what are those
shoe,
little
yes.
things called they wear on their feet down there when you go on vacation?
Oh, the hippie
espadrilles.
sandals.
We've got a really big espadrille for you now. Just forget it.
I should have brought my dictionary with me tonight.
No, don't they? Well, aren't those what those little things are called? Espadrilles?
I don't know.
Forget it. So, how's your show? Is it like a talk show? Or?
It's a variety show where I have guests also, and I sing. My guests sing. I just had Los Lobos there, and a lot of people, Celia Cruz. And
yeah.
It's great.
Well, in the Spanish community, you're like a big singer.
Yeah.
Are you going to assault that mountain here? Do you
yes,
want to do that
we're talking about an English album, and so but I want to do what I like to do. I don't want to record something because the record company wants me to, because it's going to sell a lot of albums.
Right.
Of course, I want them to be sold, but I have to enjoy the kind of music that I do.
You don't want to end up doing that Andrea True Connection dance mix.
No.
More.
I mean, it's okay, but it's not what I feel, So this show is it's a lot of fun because it takes me away a little bit from, I'm doing a movie, then I go and do my show, then I have to start working on my new album.
Yeah, you're a renaissance
I'm doing
woman.
that now.
All over the place.
It's but it's fun, Then it's a lot of fun because I can't stand not doing something. My life is always on the go. We're working on 2 different movies now. One is called Tainted. It's about, which I love that now.
It's called Tainted?
Tainted, yes. It's
about meat?
It's like yeah, there's a lot of meat in there. But it's a serious movie. It's like a drama musical. Something like American Me, which I'm not in, but I advertise it also.
Right.
Because, I'm very glad that now there are a lot of Latin projects on the go, you know?
Well, you were in one of the first, weren't you? Wasn't Colors? Wasn't it one of the first?
Yes,
I think it was the first gang film, wasn't it?
And it's very important for people to know that even the people that live in gang-infected areas are very concerned about what's happening, And that's what Tainted is about, in a female point of view.
Mm-hmm.
And the women have to be very strong to be able to grow up there and have their kids, there. It's a very strong movie.
Oh, God, the mothers down in that community. Your heart
Incredible.
just bleeds for you. A little boy goes out at night and you just... it's so brutal to me. I can't even fathom that it exists like scant 20 blocks
and
from
we have to either stop it. It's growing,
Yeah, but how do you stop it? Tell me,
I don't know how to stop it, but I think that the best way is it's love. that's love and education. I mean, when you don't have that at home, you know, then you destroy your life or your kid's life because if you don't have someone to take care of you, you go outside and go wild, you know.
Right. You just have such a bastard child vision of your own self that if you're not loved at home, you don't look to be loved out in the real world.
No, and so you hate everybody, you know. I mean, it's also, I think, a lot of cops treat people badly. A lot of jail treat people badly, and it should
well,
be
I'd
the
have
other.
to see that
should
on
be the other way
videotape
around.
I'm sorry. I misspoke.
No, but that's a great, you know, and there's another movie we're working on, which is The Killing of Somoza, called, oh my God, they changed the name of the movie.
Tainted, and
No,
this one's called Attack of the Crab Monsters.
I forgot. But it's a very intense. I mean, I'm just doing all these little things.
You're working too much. You can't even remember the name of the damn movies.
And I went to relax to Puerto Vallarta this weekend, you know. I came back worse.
I went down to Cancun around 2 weeks ago,
yes.
and it was like a strip mall in the valley. They had a Gold's Gym and Arby's. You know, I was trying to get away from it all. Here I'm in the middle of a step class exercise thing right on the beach. And
sex exercise, yeah?
No, step class. You know that way. Sex.
I thought you said.
No, sex exercise on the beach. I would have stayed. Well, listen, it's nice to meet you, Maria. Maria Conchita Alonso, folks. We'll be right back after this with Bill Hicks, comedian.
This portion of the Dennis Miller Show is brought to you by Dawn Dishwashing Liquid. It takes grease out of your way.
Oh, what are you doing? Carla's a nut. Carla's nuts. Bobby. Carla, what are you, losing your mind over there? All I ask is when Nick's introducing the people, you should keep the crowd applauding so it sounds like a happening. But you don't have to do it halfway through the commercial, for God's sake. Like cattle prods out there. It's like Bataan applause march. Can't we stop now? When Nick's reading people who are on, give it that, you know, Arsenio, it's like house. So, all right. There's never that mid-ground in show business. It's always no applause or crack, keep applauding. People out there like Ben-Hur, you know.
Our hands are like bloody meat.
Okay. All right, I don't even want to read this intro for this guy because it's all like pap. I'll just tell you that in my book, one of the best comedians in the world, a discernible point of view, great mind, attitude, the whole bag. He works completely for me. This is Bill Hicks, folks. Billy!
Thank you. L.A. Yeah. L.A. Only place I've ever seen you can have a drought and a flood at the same time here. Almost every time I'm here, it's pouring down rain. Every time you watch the weatherman, he goes, rained all day today. Didn't help the drought. Back to you, Tom. I got news for you, folks. If water does not solve your drought, you're screwed, all right? There's nothing else coming down the pike that I know of. No anti-drought gel being developed by DuPont. Water was the #1 shoe-in answer. What would solve a drought? Water? Wrong. You're not from around here, are you, boy? Water don't solve no L.A. drought, boy. That's just Evian. It's another weird one. I travel a lot. Let me get this straight. They don't allow smoking on airplanes, right? But they allow children. I'm a smoker, so I'm trying to quit flying. And going to fly stop. And so get this, man. I'm on a flight from New York to L.A., right? 5-hour flight. I get on the plane. I luck out. Every seat next to me empty. Cool. I'm going to bed. No shame. Every armrest goes up. Pillows, blankets. Forget about it. Which I love doing because all the business guys look at you in horror, you know. One guy actually said, "Is that allowed?" I said, "No, I bought every seat." I love taking $6,000 naps. Put a little sign on my head, say, please do not wake me for lunch, because the stewardess will wake you up to see if you want to eat, which is bizarre to me. You know, sir, do you want to eat? Yeah, I was dreaming about your food. Can you see me tossing and sweating and moaning? Anyway, I'm asleep, right? And I feel this tapping on my head, and I look up, and there's this little kid loose on the plane. And he's just tapping me on the head. And I look across at the mom, and she's just smiling. And this guy next to the mom goes, oh, they're so cute when they're that small. And the little kid's like loose, and he runs over to the emergency exit and starts flipping the handle. The guy next to the mom starts to get up, and I go, wait a minute. We're about to learn an important lesson here. Well, you're right. Smaller he gets, the cuter he is. Don't get me wrong. I love stewardesses. So, thanks for coming out, I guess. Yeah, it's good to see people. You know, the news, man, is so horrifying. You get the impression you just walk out your door, you're immediately going to be raped by some crack-addicted, AIDS-infected pit bull or something. Some horrible CNN story, you know. Honey, I'm going to check the mail. What do you say we stay inside tonight, baby? Let the Domino's guy deal with that thing out there. Yeah, Domino's, could you send another car over, please? I know that's your third one. That last guy almost made it. Pretty soon, we're all going to be locked in our homes, no one on the streets but Domino's guys in armored Chevettes with turrets, launching pizzas through the mail slots of our front doors. Here comes lunch, kids. Duck. Yeah, the news is horrifying, man. You ever watch CNN longer than, say, 20 hours in one day? Watch the top of the hour. It's the most depressing thing you'll ever do. This half hour, war, death, famine, AIDS, homeless, recession, depression, drought, flood, pit bull, and the Hollywood Minute. Yeah, I went and saw that movie, Basic Instinct, over the weekend. It's a really terrible, terrible movie. And really, it was like a bad Streets of San Francisco episode, you know? And I come to find out all the lesbian sex scenes are cut out of this movie because a test audience was turned off by them. Boy, is my thumb not on the pulse of America. I don't want to seem like Randy Pan, the goat boy, but that's the reason I went to that film, you know? I guarantee you, if I had been in that test audience, the only one out front protesting right now would be Michael Douglas, demanding his part be put back in. I swear I was in that movie. I swear I was. Yeah, I'm sick of these test audiences. I'm sick of polls on CNN. Because one thing, I've never been polled. Out of all the polls they've taken, I've never been polled. By round of applause, how many people here have never been polled? It's about 90% of you. So that whole the whole capital punishment thing just went down. Pretty frightening, you know. You know, it's weird to me as Christians who are against the death penalty. So after all, if it weren't for the death penalty, we wouldn't celebrate Easter. Well, you know, you got to admit, people's beliefs are weird. You know, a lot of Christians wear crosses around their necks. Do you think when Jesus comes back, he wants to see a cross? Man, kind of like going up to Jackie Onassis with a rifle pendant on. Thank you very much.
What's with that Showbiz Minute on CNN? What are those two women who host that? It was like some North Beach letter mannequins who took over the station or something. Now, you started stand-up at 14 years old?
That's right. Used to sneak out of my room, went upstairs, do homework. I'm out the drain pipe. My wheelman waiting, and we'd go off to the nightclub to do comedy.
Cato,
right? It's weird.
What's your parents think of it now? Are they happy you started it? Back then, I'm sure they must have been petrified you were going to become a comedian, but...
Well, I still think they think I'm up in my room, actually. Boy, he's studying hard. Hope they're not watching.
You're living out here now. I can't imagine that, because you, to me, you're like the Waylon Jennings of comedy, the Texas outlaw. How the hell are you adjusting to L.A.? Do you like it?
It's okay. You know, I'm not in... This whole self-esteem movement's a little squishy for me, you know.
Yeah.
Are you in touch with your inner child? You know. I found a picture of him on a milk carton, all right? Go away. You know what you should do is get in touch with your outer adult. How about that? I think that would help a lot.
All right. Where are you going to? What you got coming up? Can I plug something for you? Because you're...
Yeah, okay. I'm going to London and on Sunday for a month.
London?
Yeah, giggles. No, I'm doing a... I'm going over to the UK for a month right now. So.
Yeah? Leary's big over there, isn't he?
Yeah.
Dennis Leary?
Oh, yeah, it's weird. Their comedy scene's like where ours was 5 years ago.
Oh, God. Sorry, Dennis. Well, there's a cold shot. All right. Bill Hicks, we'll be back with the Holy Cold Streak. I gotta get some more upbeat music, brother. I'm suicidal. What was that tune? The theme song from Sylvia Plath or what? What the hell was that?
A little transitional music.
Okay. Give me some, we gotta get some Clash cleared. Clash said screw you when we asked him to... Wow, sorry about that. It's that burrito. But you know... That's so lame. Jeez. Mr. Color tonight.
You are all power.
Wow.
You will obey me.
That looks like that old game board for sorry. All right. This is Nick Mackay, my announcer and my lover. And oh wait, hang on. I got a billboard tomorrow's show. We have Dean Stockwell.
Peter Murphy.
You ever see Dean Stockwell in the Leopold and Loeb movie?
Yeah,
Compulsion?
he's great.
Stunning.
He's great in The Player, too.
Yeah.
Out now.
Oh, that's right, he wasn't there. Okay, Peter Murphy, Carl LeBove, comedian, and Ishmael Merchant of Merchant Ivory Productions, incredible films, Howard's End. Mm-hmm. And, oh, look who's in the crowd tonight. It's Benito Mussolini. Yeah, Il Duce's in the house. All right. Well, Nick, we've just finished up a big holiday weekend. Did you enjoy yourself?
Yeah, I had a great time, Dennis. And if you're like me, you know that nothing brings the spirit of the holiday season home quite like the sappy, maudlin, and thoroughly impersonal sentiments expressed on a greeting card.
Nick, you sly dog. You're looking me into a comedy bit, aren't you?
I am indeed, Dennis.
All right. Now, these are some cards we have. Do we have these on? They can see these at home? Oh, they can't, so we just have to read them. I want to hold it up then, right?
We should get a shot of the covers at least. These are rejected Hallmark cards.
Okay, this one says, hey, lady, I want to marry you. And then on the inside, but your family's genetic history and tendency towards a chemical imbalance precludes any such possibility.
Oh, special friend, how much you mean to me. And inside... you'll make me feel loved and wanted and needed, and though people make fun of me and say that you're not real, one day we will get them. We will get them all.
This one says nothing on the outside, but you can see it's a picture of a payphone. With deepest sympathy on the occasion of your former confidant's turning state's evidence. So, a little sympathy card.
A classic Rockwellian image. The little baseball mitt, the boy size with the ball. A bris, a bris, a bris, a bris. Today is your son's bris. As a grown man, you'll understand, I cannot witness this.
All righty, good one. This one says, get well soon. A little bird told me you were sick. Inside, I gotta stop dropping acid. A little bird. A little bird. A little bird.
Very nice.
See? Mutual applause for stopping dropping acid.
That's right. No more blotter, people. We must stop the chain of pain. Let's move right along.
Okay.
Words cannot express. Totally empty. And they certainly can.
Okay. This is one of those lovey-dovey ones. It hurts me when we fight, especially when you refuse to admit that you are completely wrong.
Little vehicle. Mm-hmm. I heard you suffered a nasty blow and don't remember who you are. When you come around, my friend, you'll see I took your car.
This one is a little classified. It says, please forgive me for methodically seducing your entire family regardless of gender. Inside, I miss you. Yeah. I love this. I love this.
We got a winner.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're almost done. We're almost finished. You look very beautiful. We're almost finished. We got to finish up here. Holly Cole,
right.
Looking great.
Very, very attractive.
Okay.
Okay, gangrene creeps along. Bacteria thrives within the folds of your flesh. You could develop a black hairy tongue, but I will always love you.
And lastly, my favorite, to my husband. When things don't work out and I'm at my loneliest moment, I can count on you to ignore me like the bastard you are. And those are some greeting cards. All right. Mr. Dick.
Yes.
All right. Sorry to keep you waiting, but this next group comes from Canada and brings with them an original twist to both old and new standards, currently enjoying the success of their second album. Here I have it. Very nice picture of the aforementioned Miss Cole on the cover. Here performing Lal Lovett's God Will is the Holly Cole Trio. Holly!
Who keeps on trusting you when you've been cheating? Spending your nights on the town. Who keeps on saying that she still wants you when you're through running around? And who keeps on loving you when you've been lying? Saying things aren't what they seem. Well, God does, but I don't. God will, but I won't. That's the difference between God and me. God does, but I don't. And God will, but I won't. That's the difference between God and me. So who says she'll forgive you? Who says that she'll miss you and dream of your sweet memory? Well, God does, but I don't. And God will, but I won't. That's the difference between God and me. God does,
Wanted to see what it would look like on TV. Holly, she was cool, wasn't she?
Very.
Did you dig her? Yeah.
Bewitching.
All right, you all know my next guest as Phil, the curmudgeon-y barkeep on Murphy Brown. Please welcome Pat Corley. Pat. Phil, how you doing?
Good God.
They're shooting at me. Phil's the character. I didn't know what we were going to talk about, so I thought we'd use the dartboard interview method.
All right.
Good. Find yourself a topic.
All right.
Well, we'll make small talk.
One more.
Oh, okay. I understand you have some background in stand-up comedy.
Stand-up comedy. You understand I have some bad. Well, you know, standing up is bad. Comedy is wrong. No laugh.
Don't make me go through the dartboard thing for that answer, pal. Come across.
No, my son's a stand-up comic.
Oh, he is?
Yeah. I introduced him on Evening to Improv the other night.
Mm-hmm.
And
Did he do you proud?
Oh, listen, he's terrific.
It's brutal to watch your kid do comedy,
I tell you, another dart.
Wait, I was just getting into that story.
Kids, you
Kids,
see?
okay.
You
Follow up on this.
Hey, listen. Do I know how to do a segue or not?
Jeez, that is smooth, brother. How many kids you have?
I got 8.
Mm-hmm.
8 children. Been married 35 years. And we put 7 through college.
Yeah, good for you. How was,
I like it even better.
Now, did you have them all home for Easter and have an egg hunt? But I guess with 8 kids, you find the egg frequently.
I'm still making that effort, except it doesn't work as well.
Well, we don't hop as high in our later life.
The best we can. I know.
Yeah, did you have them all back for Easter?
Yeah, they were all here, and we all went out with the grandchildren and hunted eggs and colored eggs and did all those things. And we had you know what we did? We had a new game. We ought to play it. It's called Killer.
Killer.
Wonderful game.
Traditional Eastern game.
You know, you draw cards. The one that gets the joker is the killer, and he walks around and he winks at everybody, and you have 15 minutes to find a creative way to die. You can get rid of a whole family in a short time.
You guys all get your bonnets on and do this?
Yeah, sure. So people running around, you know, sitting in bathtubs with electric dryers and that kind of thing.
Well, it sounds like you have fun. All the kids come home for Easter?
Yeah.
Ah, that's great,
It's
isn't it?
terrific.
Little kids.
Oh,
I mean, it's the best. I had my son for his first Easter egg hunt.
You
this
did?
week. Yeah.
Yeah?
And,
Did you let him win, or did you steal them all?
No, he found 4 of them. He was like an average kid. He found 4 of them, and then he converted them in for gold and silver.
Well, we usually have three or four left that we never find.
Oh, really?
And we never find out where they are. Year after year, there's 3 or 4 eggs out there growing.
Those would be the Hoffa eggs.
Yeah.
And, all right, let's move on to our next subject here. Go ahead,
All right,
throw the
find out
board.
what-
I want to find out more about you. Oh, ballet.
Okay.
Of course, as I see you here, I cannot help but imagine you in a tutu. Are you going to tell me you were a ballet
I started out
star,
my career as a ballet dancer.
Really?
Almost, yeah.
Under the
I
name
danced
Peter
for-
Martins?
No, actually, it was Miss Lewis. But I went to. Now I was, I was a kid from Texas, growing
You
up
can get
there.
your ass kicked doing ballet.
Listen, you can get shot very fast as a kid in Texas, telling them you're doing, Miss Tutu and Twinkle Toes and all that kind of stuff. But a friend of mine, I was in high school doing community theater, and he says, listen, Pat, you got to come down. You got to come down and do ballet class with me. I said, you've got to be out of your mind. I'll get killed. He said, no, Pat, listen to me. Let me talk to you a minute. There are 32 girls, and there's only 8 guys.
Bingo. There you
And
go.
6 of the guys don't really care that there are 32 girls.
Yeah.
So I run down to ballet class, and by the time I got there, all the girls were taken.
Yeah, so you
The 2 guys were terrible, I tell you.
bellied up to the bar?
5 years, it was terrific. 5 of the greatest years of my life.
Yeah. All right, now what else we got? Go ahead. I like this way of doing interviews. This is kind of easy on me. Texas.
Texas, we just did Texas.
Yeah, okay, my turn.
Joe Bash.
Well, no, I saw this in your notes. I don't even know what the hell
Joe
Joe
Bash
is.
was a series.
Short-lived, I take it.
Short life, like many of the ones I've done.
No. Who was Joe Bash? Were you he?
Who was Joe Bash? I don't know. Let's throw another guy.
Oh, the executioner song. Joe Bash was Gary Gilmore's last victim.
That's right. Gary Gilmore killed him. Just like we're dying right here.
No. The Onion
Field, yeah.
You've been in all
Joe
these things?
Wambach, yeah, sure.
There's a thread here.
That's only a beginning. A lot of killers. Fresno, I thought was good though. Fresno, the power, the passion, the produce.
You're from Fresno?
No, Fresno was a miniseries. You didn't hear about it either.
I am so oblivious to most television that I
people.
I don't remember that. They did an actual show in Fresno?
An actual miniseries called Fresno.
Wow.
And it was...
The male lead was a guy named J.R. Small Case Letters. What went on in Fresno? What did they...
Well, it was a satire on the great raisin industry in Fresno, and I played a character named Merle Duke who commits murders.
Yeah.
And he says he doesn't do it out of hate. He did it for a car. And,
the best of all possible reasons.
The only person he ever killed out of hate was his wife, and she deserved it.
Now, I can't believe I have somebody on and you didn't even hit the Murphy Brown thing. You got to tell me real quick, when's the baby coming? It's
I think that's the next show, the last show of the season. The baby will show up.
Any special twist
and
that
I
we
was
should
not
look
the
for?
father.
No.
In case anyone ever. I was asked that once. Or were you really the father? I said, "Good God, no. What are you kidding?" Candace doesn't look at me anymore because she heard I had 8 kids. I walk by and say hello. She thinks she's going to get pregnant.
Well, listen, man, it's good to meet you. I'm glad you wanted to try this dartboard thing with us.
Yeah,
thanks.
it's
You're a
fun.
good sport
It's
about
fun.
it. All right. We'll be right back. Right after this, folks. Pat Corley.
This portion of the Dennis Miller Show is brought to you by Hyundai, makers of the Excel, Scoop, Sonata, and the brand new Elantra. My eye!
3 darts sprang out from the Dallas Book Depository. I'd like to thank my guest, Maria Conchita Alonso. She's my new video. My new video is coming out. My exercise video called Chairicize. Where are you? Pat Corley, Holly Cole Trio, Bill Hicks. Good night, teenagers. Bye bye.
When in Los Angeles, guests of the Dennis Miller Show stay at the St. James Club and Hotel.